How is everybody doing? Good morning. Welcome back to the show on another loss Monday. Obviously, the Minnesota Vikings lost 37-10 against the Green Bay Packers in the border battle. And first off, I know we just lost by 27, but I'm kind of proud of myself. If you guys watched the game preview, I actually predicted 37-10 on the dot. And the only reason I thought that was just because I thought the Packers were going to score 40. And I thought we were only going to score 10. That was pretty much my thought process. But anyways, thank you guys for the support on the channel recently. I'm going to be going over the game, a couple of my thoughts. This is going to be actually a fairly quick game review and kind of reaction because not much has changed. This has kind of been the same script the entire year. We just did not have a lot of talent on the football field last night. Anyways, it's time for a new chapter. Tons of videos coming out this week. Taking it full time this week, 2 videos a day. Stay tuned, all Minnesota Vikings. Let's get into it right now. So last night, apathy set in. And apathy is kind of the will I have to watch the Vikings is gone. And the Vikings, it just felt like they suffocated every little piece of energy out of me where I did not want to watch the rest of the game. And I went to bed about start of the fourth quarter because there was no point. Aaron Rodgers was moving the ball up and down the field with ease, and again, the Vikings, could not stop the run. And I understand that we all think that with a new coach, this will all change. And I love Eric Kendricks. I think Eric Kendricks, he's been one of the most consistent Vikings for the past 8 years, however long he's been in the NFL. He's led the Vikings in tackling, so he's been great. But for the past 5 games of this season, he has struggled against the run. He has really struggled when it comes to, you know how Roquan Smith, Luke Kuechly, kind of that standard that I hold him to. He has struggled living up to that standard. And I see him over pursuing running lanes where the running back then has an easy cutback where, runs that are supposed to go 8 yards turn into 25. And that happened a couple times yesterday. But then again, I always say, just like how a offensive line is to a running back, is how a defensive line is to a linebacker. Eric Kendricks has had no help this entire season. Dalvin Tomlinson has had a good year. Armon Watts has had a good year. But when it comes to consistent push, when beating another team's offensive line, the Vikings' interior defensive line, for putting all the money, for putting up, signing Dalvin Tomlinson, signing Michael Pierce, developing Armon Watts, the interior has not really dominated like I suspected it to. And then it's kind of put 54 over here in a lot of bad spots. But defensive side of the ball, we just didn't have the talent. I mean, Davante Adams, Aaron Rodgers, they're throwing back shoulders like it's nothing. And honestly, it's cool to watch. Like watching Green Bay, and I know I hate Green Bay, but watching Green Bay and how easily their offense is, and just kind of, it's a very zen offense. And I know Rodgers is into that hippie type of shit nowadays, but he's right. The offense is zen. It just seems like they never panic. And nothing ever really. It always seems like if the Packers are losing, it's because of their own fault. It never seems like a team can come in and beat the Packers. The Packers are going to have to beat themselves this year. And I think the Packers, by far the best team in the NFL. I know people are going to try to make an argument for Kansas City and Tampa Bay maybe, or maybe the Rams. But I think by and far, I would put $100 right now, Green Bay Packers to win the Super Bowl. I just think Rodgers is he's just too zen. I know that sounds stupid, but he is so comfortable in his own skin, and he's so comfortable in this offense. I just think they're a machine right now. And then A.J. Dillon. That dude is a monster. Give the credit to the Packers where they deserve it, because they have 2 running backs that are better than any running backs that the Vikings have. They have a wide receiver who is just, every time I watch Davante Adams, he's the only guy in the league where I'm like, all right, he's better than Justin Jefferson. He's the only guy in the league where I can no doubt in my mind say Davante Adams is better than Jefferson. He's the only one in the league. In my opinion, those 2 are top dogs. Then it always seems with Green Bay, they got a great offensive line, and they continue to dominate us, and they did again last night. The Vikings, even though they got stops early in the game, it really never felt like they had a chance just because they never really got to move the ball. And who would have thought? Who would have thought going into last night? I said this in my game preview because, again, I knew the Vikings weren't going to score points because they were going to do this. And they continuously ran the ball on 1st and 2nd down, trying to establish a running game. And it is insane to me because the Vikings are not a good running team. When teams know the Vikings have to run the football, they can't run the football. And frankly, when the Vikings need to pass and teams know we need to pass, you can't really pass either. The Vikings are a lot of, if we see you in cover 2, we're running. If we see you with 8-man in the box, we're passing, and sometimes they don't even stick to that. But I thought Dalvin Cook, I think he should have no way he should be playing right now. He either looks bad or he is hurt, because there is no way Kene Nwangwu should not have played yesterday. There is no way even Madison shouldn't have played more yesterday, because Dalvin just did not look good. Dalvin did not look like himself. Another year of Bradbury and whoever our right guard is getting tossed around by Kenny Clark. They literally had to double or maybe triple team him on every play, and he was still effective. So anyways, it was 37-10. Not much analysis I need. Zimmer is gone. This is the end of an era. Zimmer even said that jackass stuff after the game about him saying he's not excited to see Kellen Mond. I don't care. The Vikings, the season's over. Thank you guys for sticking out the whole season with me. Ton of off-season videos. This is where we get to be creative as content creators. Thank you guys so much for watching. Skol Vikes.